So this guy is basically saying that having no friends, no social life, no partner is actually beneficial for your growth. And I might disagree, and let's see what he says.
You have the opportunity to be at your best.
Yeah,
You have the opportunity during this time
yeah.
to spiritually and mentally lock into a whole different level
Agree?
than you ever have.
Yeah.
You're going to find things out about yourself. You're going to find things out about the world. It's almost like the world is like in this big circle or this big box, let's say. You're like the odd guy or girl, whichever you are, standing outside of that box looking in at what everybody else is doing. You can see what everybody else is doing and you can see the mistakes everyone is making.
I can see myself there. I really agree with this. I do.
When you do decide to look in.
Yeah.
When you're outside of the box, when you're outside of the norm, this is where real life is actually happening because this box is a whole bunch of hocus pocus bullshit.
I think what he's basically saying is that a lot of people like to follow the crowd, and a lot of people just want to hear the majority's opinion, and they will run with that opinion so they feel like they fit, instead of just being an independent thinker, making sure you hear what everybody says from every side of every religion, of every political group, of every whatever belief people have, right? And forming your own beliefs. You're not yourself. You're a copy of everyone.
Be the man who is somebody by himself.
Okay.
Be that guy. That
Why?
is far more valuable than the guy who was somebody around the popular people or whatever the hell's going on.
I agree.
And who is nobody by himself. Mm-hmm. That's not who you want to be because you don't have a real self-identity.
I agree. That's what I said.
Let's get to the girlfriend part. Is it really a flex to just have a girlfriend to have a girlfriend? The answer is no. Most women are a walking liability. It is very rare to have a good woman by your side. Very, very rare. Extremely rare.
I think it's also more of where you are. If you live in Miami, his point holds a lot of ground. But if you live in a part of the U.S., I don't know, in a town of 200,000 people in Kentucky or something, you know what I mean? It's a lot of different people. And if you get out of the internet sphere of the internet people, and you just go out and try to, socialize with people, you will find that most men and women are not like they are online. And also, I think it's very beneficial having the right woman and the right kind of partner if you're a man or a woman, and having the right kind of friends in life. It is.
Look at the history of your life.
Okay.
The history of my life with friends.
Yeah.
I have given so much more to the people that was around than I've ever received. And I'm 100% serious. 100%. Mm-hmm. There's very few friends I've ever had that actually given me any amount of value. Mm-hmm. I'm always the one giving all the value. I'm always the one keeping everything going. I'm always the one with the strength. I'm always the one giving people things to drive.
That's not a you problem or a them problem. That's just you haven't found the right people for you, and I can see it. Like if you're about giving value and seeing personal growth in your life, let's say it's in business, right? If you're somebody who wants to grow in business and you have business friends, and your guys' way of hanging out is going to like a cafe and talking about business, or even if somebody's a doctor, or even if somebody's an accountant, you can't tell me having a friend that can fucking teach me something about taxes and finance, and a friend that I could have connections with when it comes to the healthcare system and when I have health problems. I think that's very beneficial to have those kinds of friends. And if your friends are just these artificial types of connections where you just go out to party, that's what most people have when they're in high school and college. It gets much different when you're older and when you have a few real friends.
When we drive through a drive-through, you know what I'm saying?
I agree with you.
And I'm not saying no friends has never done a single thing.
Yeah.
What I am saying is I'm always the one to give more.
Yeah.
Always. Always, always, always. Always.
You can just find better people.
Usually in life, when I had more of girls around, more friends, more of a fucking social life, I was at my worst.
Yeah, it's not about having a bigger number of people in your life. It's having the right people in your life. More women and more friends doesn't do shit about you.
I wasn't at my best because people take from me.
Yeah.
You put my back against the wall, there's less friends around, there's less women around, I have less of a social life, I'm at my best.
That is probably because your social life wasn't spent in the way you wanted to spend it, okay? Having a social life where you go out with the types of women and with the types of men as friends, as I stated previously, and having the type of a relationship where she is actually not a burden and she is actually a good partner and she helps you out. Like, you're not gonna tell me if I have the type of girlfriend that cooks and cleans for me while I'm grinding, trying to build this business 16 hours a day, and then at the end of the day I'm tired, I'm like, I need to sleep, I need to rest, and I go to bed with the person I love and I hug her. That's therapy, okay? You just need to find the right people.
Majority of the time, friends, women, social life, all distractions. The only
I don't
thing
agree
that those things do, majority of the time, is takes away from your own personal life, development, and growth.
Yeah.
How many friends are really going to add to your life, bro? Like, what are they really doing? Are they helping you grow? Are they keeping you set straight? Are they supportive? How many girls is really going to add to your life, bro? Are they supportive? Or are they just there and you have to take care of them and you have to do all this stuff for them and you should because you're a man and all this stuff? Yeah, you can provide for your woman, but
So the key word he's using is majority. Just because in your experience of a majority of men or women were this kind of a way, that doesn't mean that the way better alternative is having nobody. The best alternative is having the right people, the right woman or the right man and the right friends, right? And yeah, our relationship isn't about you have to take control or you have to do everything for me because you're the man and you have to do this because you're the woman. No, in a relationship, you both give 100%. Some days you'll give more, some days she'll give more. Very obviously, why? Because people have ups and downs and different days. But at the same time, it's about caring and loving the person and growing with the person and struggling with the person that makes it so fucking beautiful. And it can be very beneficial, as I stated previously, as an example. You know what I mean?
is she doing anything to contribute? Is she doing anything at all?
Mm-hmm.
Is she changing your life in a positive way at all?
I agree with him in this
Can
case.
she hold it down at all?
If she's not that
No
kind of a
women
woman,
I have ever had in my life could do that.
that's
No
sad.
friends in my life that I've ever had was actually like ideal.
That's sad.
And it's not that there's no good friends at all. It's like I don't
He
know,
acknowledges it, yeah.
everyone serves their purpose. There's some good people, yes. But is it life changing? Are they changing your life? Are they that good of a friend? Are they
I
that
mean, listen, if his point is that you need to have friends that are always giving some kind of a value to you, that's if you've seen it of some kind of a growth value, as in education, finance, fitness, health, whatever, right? I don't think there's anything wrong with having friends that you just, see once every 2 weeks. You go to the bar for like 2-3 hours and you just goof off and have fun. You're responsible. You're not drinking too much. You're not driving and drinking. You're just having a nice adult fun conversation. You know what I mean? And it helps you. It helps you wind down. It helps with your mental health. Just grinding and working 24/7. Just gym. Wake up at fucking 5 a.m. Cold showers. Grind. Meetings. Sales. It's gonna destroy your fucking life. And trust me, success, and I'm saying this not because I'm rich and successful, but because I have people in my family and relatives that are very successful. They've always told me, financial and whatever you define as success is much more, it's much tastier, it's much sexier when you have caring, loving, close people in your life that you can share them with. Take it for example, I buy a Ferrari. And today is the first day I'm getting the Ferrari and I'm going to be driving it, right? What do you think is going to be a better experience? Driving the Ferrari around the city and on the highway and possibly getting a ticket. Don't advise it, but I just understand how men are sometimes, right? And doing that alone or doing that with your best bud? and saying some probably dumb fucked up jokes that if people hear you, you'll probably get canceled. But you guys fucking love each other, and you know you're not, you know, that's not real you. You just want to make dark jokes, and you're driving around in the Ferrari for the first time and having fun. That makes the experience 300 times better, in my opinion.
Sort of. Not really. Like, not really, man. Not really.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, like I said, I've always been the giver. I'm always the one, always giving more. Because that's just who I am.
Yeah.
So if I have a whole lot of this stuff going on in my life, if I have a whole bunch of friends at the time, a girl or multiple girls, or a big social life or something, it always just takes away from me, and I just feel myself feeding everybody else, and I'm not being fed.
It's fine. You just crave a different kind of social life than a lot of people want. Like, this is why there's social groups. This is why there's different kinds of people. This is why in high school there's the jocks, there's the nerds, there's the goth girl. That's fine. They all have a different definition of how we want to spend our time with our friends, and that's fine. And you're this kind of a person. That doesn't mean that you should be a loner. That doesn't define you as a loner. You know what I mean? Either way, I think he's a cool guy, and I agree with a lot of the stuff he says. Maybe he's just saying it in a different way, in a way that being alone is better than wasting your time with potentially, you know, potential people that might just waste your time. Potential friends, I wanted to say. Well, I think it's much better if you find the potential friends who are actually going to be of benefit in whatever venture in life you want to take yourself in.
But you have to limit distractions.
I
You
agree.
have to set boundaries. You have to set it straight. And you
Yeah.
have to steer clear from the people who don't respect your boundaries, and, you know, they just want you to be there when they want you to be there. They don't really respect you or your time.
Based. That's,
Those are the people that have to go.
yeah.
Same as women, bro. Some women, they just want it to be what they want it to be. They don't respect you or how you think or your opinion
I get it.
or how you want things to be. They just want it to be how they want it to be because they want what they want. But they can't respect yours.
Listen, these are just selfish people, the men and the women you're describing. These are just selfish people. They just want to extract the benefit of having you in their life, but they don't want to do the same for you, okay? Because a friendship or a partnership, relationship, a business partnership, whatever, should be beneficial for both parties, so that both parties feel content and would like to continue what they're doing together. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be one-sided, and I get it. And I agree with him. There's a ton of people that are in relationships and friendships that are massively one-sided. And I've been in a lot of those friendships and relationships.
And yeah, it's very hard to make something work with a woman because it's going to come down to what you want and your wants and needs and what she wants and her wants and needs. If you guys can come to agreements and make it happen, that's where it really can happen.
Yeah. If he didn't say this at the end, I was going to say, this guy is probably a little bit more brainwashed from red pill people, because not all women are like this, but he is not. He clearly stated there's good women out there.
One can't outweigh the other too much because it's not going to work. She's not going to be happy or you're not going to be happy.
Yep.
That's how it goes.
Yep.
And it takes a very intelligent person with a sound mind to be able to recognize the things that I have already spoken about in this video.
Yeah.
And when I have my time to myself in my space, I'm at my best and I can think this methodically about everything. Mm-hmm. You put me around people who are complete distractions, I can't even think straight. I become the stupidest person alive because I can't even think straight.
I agree.
Some people's minds, bro, are just complete poison. They're just in complete survival mode.
Especially
their minds are
online.
just poisoned completely, and they're just chaotic. It's like, get the fuck away from me.
I agree. And listen, I did have a few points that he mentioned that I disagreed with. But at the end of the day, after watching most of the video, I do think that both of us actually do agree on a lot of stuff. And I'm not saying this because he said, you have to be intelligent to agree with me. I'm not that intelligent. I see this guy as way more intelligent. He's just wording it in a way that he's trying to say that it's better to have nobody. But then, later on in the video, he did say, you know, I'd much rather spend time with quality people that bring quality in my life instead of just quantity and just, you know, bullshitting my time through just people with toxic fucking brains. You know, I agree with him. And even though I think there's nothing wrong with, you know, having the friends where you're gonna have fun sometimes. And it's not gonna be that constructive to your personal growth, but I think that's okay because you need to unwind from time to time to be able to rest, so you can be able to grow in life, because you know the muscles grow outside of the gym after you've done the training and you're resting. And I think it's the same with this. If you're just grinding 24/7, you're gonna burn out. And having a good partner, as he mentions, both of you guys, participate equally in providing for each other and making the relationship as best as possible it can be, and having those kinds of friends. Anyway, I don't think this is a hate. If anybody thinks that this was a hate video towards this guy, just leave hate comments just leave your hate comments. I can read them and we can laugh at myself together. I also think this guy is a great guy, and I think I would benefit having this kind of a guy as a friend. From what I've seen from this video, I think he's a great dude and has a great head on his shoulders. Anyway, tell me what you guys think in the comments, and have a nice day.